on time to figure out what's happening in the world of sports. There was some sort of a football game, I know, just the other day. But Father Matt Frisbee is joining us right now for a sports roundup. Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Dave and Ron. Good to be back with you. Good morning to all our listeners. Yes, there was a little football game the other night. Now, I told some parishioners that they asked me who I wanted to win or who I thought would win. I told them, I don't care. The Browns aren't playing. But,
Yeah.
we had the Chiefs and 49ers in a game. And obviously, I mean, really, these two teams have been at the top of their respective conferences the last however many years. And it was a game that went in a lot of ways the way I thought it would. You know, the outcome I thought could go either way, and we saw it could have.
Right.
And you know, you think about how big special teams were, and I just want to talk about special teams because all sorts of other things were talked about. But we had some long field goals from both kickers. We had the fact that that extra point was blocked. That obviously was huge at the end of regulation. We also had the fact, and this gets lost, that on a punt, Kansas City has to punt. 49ers force a punt, and as that punt comes down, it hits one of the 49ers. They can't hop on it. The Chiefs get it, and then the Chiefs go ahead and score a touchdown. Big play. So special teams were a big part of this game, and in the end, the Chiefs won it. Now, you know, someone made a point, and I think this is a legitimate point too. Everyone says like that blocked extra point, allowed the Chiefs to only have to kick a field goal there at the end of regulation. But you know, if the Chiefs needed to score a touchdown, there's a good chance they would have scored a touchdown there too. You know, so you know, it wasn't guaranteed that they were just going to settle for a field goal. So, we see back-to-back champs for the Chiefs. First time done since the Patriots did it in 2003, 2004. This is their third in about 5 years. They're pretty good, and they find ways, like this year especially, they find ways to win when they don't just overpower you with offense.
Yeah, and to your point, in my mind, the most valuable player of the Super Bowl was Harrison Buckner. I mean, longest field goal in Super Bowl history that surpassed one that was kicked earlier in the game, but just clutch in every single moment and wouldn't be there without his clutch kicking getting them to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, and it's worth noting that longest field goal in Super Bowl history, that was inches away from getting blocked itself, too. So, I mean, and of course, as you brought up Harrison Buckner, and I'm sure, Dave, you did this with the reasons as well, of course, a big Catholic who has also been very outspoken about defense of the unborn as well.
Amen.
Great. And then I heard over the weekend, too, that Christian McCaffrey, running back for the 49ers, really great player, also a devoted Catholic as well.
Gotta love that. Now, the smarts were shown earlier. There's been a release of a conversation that happened right before the Super Bowl when Taylor Swift said, "Hey, honey," to Travis. "Hey, honey, I'd like a little attention taken off of me for the game." And so Travis said, "I have a plan." So he bumped into the coach and started screaming at him.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
We don't have to talk about Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift for a while. You know, the other thing that's just sad for the 49ers, and especially for, I think his name's Dre Greenlaw, tore his Achilles, or appeared to have torn his Achilles tendon running onto the field at the beginning of the game.
He's getting off the sidelines, and he immediately falls down.
Yeah, that's a tough way to go, you know. Yeah. The other is we're talking about news, and we could talk about the fact that baseball, pitchers and catchers will report soon, but I just want to get one last so many pieces of football left. In the NFL, I think we should talk about the fact that the Haslams bought, I think, 176 acres of land out by the airport.
Wow.
And of course, this has spurred on great speculation that when the lease to the stadium is up in about 4 or 5 years, that they will be moving, and they'll be building a stadium out by the airport that's possibly domed.
Closer to us. That's a little bit closer to us.
It's that much closer to us. It's not just out by the airport.
Well, look, they had a good season, and they've got all the reason in the world to hope that that kind of success continues. Hey, real quickly, Father, I know we're running out of time, but Chip Kelly to Ohio State.
That's big.
Yeah, exactly. That was the other news. That's big. Him and Ryan Day go back a while. I think that's really good for the Buckeyes.
Gotta love it.
All right, Father Matt Frisbee, thank you so much.
God bless.